I'm tryna. Yeah, I'm tryna. I'm tryna. I'm tryna. I'm tryna.
Look, y'all, we are live on Di-VerZe TV. This is From the Ground Up with your favorite DJ, DJ Ray, your girlfriend's favorite DJ, grandma's favorite DJ, but most importantly, I know what's going on. I am God's favorite DJ. Look, today is not about me. We got special guests in the building. With no further ado, let me go ahead and introduce y'all to Man Man, who was out of Atlanta. With no further ado, man, go ahead and introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people, man? It's your boy, Man Man Beezy. Straight out Atlanta, man. Southside to be exact. And you know what I mean? I just came on this platform today, man, to share my story, share my talent, share my inspiration, man, with my brother Ray John here. So, you know what I mean? Let's get into it.
Dang, he gave out my government, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm trying to decide right now if I'm going to edit that part out, you know what I'm saying? But I may just leave it out there because y'all can't spell it anyway, so you ain't going to be able to find me. But look, man, so you say you grew up in Atlanta.
Yeah, for sure.
Atlanta, or?
Man, both. I grew up in the A. I done grew up on the South Side, metro area, College Park. I claim the South Side. That's why I really jumped out of push, but I really moved to the South Side when I was 14 years old, so that's why I really claim that my stomach ground. But people in Atlanta know me, man. You feel what I'm saying? So
let's go back a little bit further. You say 14, but I want to take it a step back. How was it like growing up as a child? Was it you had a lot of siblings? Was it both parents in the house? You know, because that make a difference of how we see people grow up.
Yeah, that's a fact. I grew up with my mom raised me and four of my other brothers, so it's five of us in all. You feel what I'm saying? She did the best she could, man. She really just did a great job to be, you know what I mean, firm with it. You know what I mean? My mom, she was always playing both roles in the home. She really gave us when it came to book smart and street smarts. That's why I guess none of me and my brother, we never really joined gangs and nothing like that. She always gave us a firm belief to stand on our 10 and be there for each other. So shout out to mom, man, for just being the best she could be, raising five boys by herself.
You say growing up with five brothers and a mother raising that, how did her strength play a role in you continuing to better yourself?
Basically, my mom really, she made me look at a mother role and just being a woman different than what I see now in today's society. She always held her own, whether it came from paying bills, providing, and now in today's society, I just view it like a lot of women. Not saying that it's nothing wrong with needing help, but the way I seen my mom come up, I didn't really the struggle we did, but it's mom always made it to where we didn't really need no dad. And I met my dad when I was a teenager. So the things I learned from my mom, it's I felt like I was already prepped. You feel what I'm saying? But then the more I gained a relationship with my dad, I really seen that we really still needed that two-parent household. So at the same time, it goes both ways, man. So I feel mom did a good job, man.
Shouts out to Mom Luch, you know what I'm saying? Because it is hard in times like this, dealing with inflation and just dealing with five boys in one household. How was it growing up with your brothers, knowing that Pops wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure little scuffles, a few in the crib. How was growing up with your brothers in?
Man, growing up with my brothers, bro, I swear, I ain't fight with all of them, but me and the third oldest, man, we used to battle dudes in the street. You feel what I'm saying? And when I finally met my father, it kind of it was a little wedge a little bit. You know how the dad pull up, and then it's damn, they dad ain't really there like that. So it's kind of it's I'm the special child in, but they don't even know shit. I'm just me, my dad. I'm just getting to know him. You feel what I'm saying? So it's my brothers, they sometimes they looked at that as you feel what I'm saying? You special for that. And it kind of caused conflict. But at the end of the day, we knew we all we had. You know what I'm saying? So it still ended up working out, man. But other than that, we really helped raise each other, bro.
Say that.
Yeah.
you are into music. Were any of your brothers influencing you to do music, or did any of y'all do some music together? You know.
Me and the one that used to fight a lot. Shout out to Shad, man. But man, me and the one that used to fight a lot. We actually was like we used to be in the kitchen smoking weed, and we
Hold on, at what age?
We was. I know, bro. It's at a young age.
Like I said, we starting back young. We going back first. You know what I'm saying? So
we just used to be in the kitchen kicking it, and we used to be writing raps, and I ain't gonna even cap, bro. We used to just like be rapping back and forth, and that shit used to be ass. And my brother though, I used to tell him, critique him on his, and he'll critique me on mine. We'd be like, bro, we could do this shit. But back then, I was like, we were just going off the influence of the game, like the rappers that was already out. We grew up off some good artists back then. You feel what I'm saying? Rocco, Gucci Man, Jeezy. So the little shit we was rapping about, we thought like, yeah, we'll probably make it. But after a while, we were just like, the streets really took over. So,
if you could remember, what was the first song that you ever wrote?
Oh yeah, I remember. It was called YOG, Young Original Gangsters. It was me, my little brother, and my cousin. I never forget it. And the song was actually kind of good, but like I said, man, my verse was trash as hell. You feel what I'm saying? But my cousin, my brother were like, man, that shit hard. I'm like, that shit is not hard. Like, but basically back then, I probably had a little gift then, and I just didn't notice it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was just something to do. So, you know what I mean? Music really been an inspiration on my life, like my whole life, when it come to artists, making music, and what I went through. So now that I'm older, I can see how music really impacted my life. Feel what I'm saying? So,
growing up, were you into any sports?
I played football. Like I said, I was trash as hell in the beginning. I was trash as hell, but
why do you consider yourself trash? You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't good at everything. There's a difference between, I got work to do and trash. Why you just gonna call yourself trash?
I was trash because I was one of them dude that just wore the jersey to the game. Like, I'm at the game, like, and my mom, she didn't even know. She just used to pay for the shit. And I was like, man, I hope my mama don't come up here to the game because I ain't never getting in this shit. I used to be like, Coach, please put me in. And one day he put me in to run the ball. Why he do that? As soon as he gave me the ball, man, I did some little shit like this. All I remember, like, chopping. And that boy, he tore my ass up, man.
Said that was your last day?
Yeah, that was my last time on the field. But
say straight to the mic now.
Yeah, hell yeah, straight to the mic. But I ain't gonna lie though, the older I got, I remember when I was like 15, 16, I was playing for the Cab Yellow Jackets. I was good then though. I was playing cornerback. That's when I wasn't scared to like hit contact. And like when I was like young like that, 12, 13, playing with dudes, like I wasn't really, I got hit one time and I was like, nah, this ain't for me, boy. Like, I pulled a Gatorade, like, I ain't trying to.
So you got hit, now you trying to make it hit.
Yeah, oh God. Getting hit to making hits, man, yeah.
So during the transition, you know what I'm saying, growing up in Atlanta, who were some of the first artists you started listening to?
Oh, man, Rich Homie, shout out to Rich Kids, Rich Homie Quan, Rocco, shit, man, it's so many people, man, that was an influence. Like, I would say, who's another one out there, man, that I could really say, that I really was sliding with, Quanty Cash. They was like real big influence on the music back then.
That's why he did a diss on Rich Homie, right, babe?
I don't know. I can't recall the song if he did do one, but I just know for a fact, like, they was really like very impactful. Like, on when I was seeing dudes do music. Oh, and Young Thug. That's my era. You feel what I'm saying? Like, even
talking like 08, 09.
Yeah, like when the Big T's, Franchise Boy, D4L. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's when everybody was doing their thing, man. And I feel like they really had a big impact on music in Atlanta, bro. So, you know what I mean? That really influenced me.
So, I feel like I feel like you got some soul ties. You get what I'm saying? You got soul in you. What's one song you can remember that Mondukes was listening to, and it's just like, yo, this, every time I hear this track, you know what I'm saying, it remind me of Mondukes. Like,
I want to say that I think Marvin Gaye sang it.
Okay.
But it's that City Blues. That ba-da-ba.
What you know about that, man?
Yeah, bro, I know. I ain't gonna count now. I'm an old soul at heart because when I was in prison, bro, my auntie sent me let's go back before prison. When I was in the 5th grade, bro, I never forget it. Me, my mom, my brothers, we was staying in this shelter in Baton Rouge, and my auntie sent me for my birthday. She sent me like 3 albums. But I know 2 of them was Marvin Gaye and Sam Cooke. So Sam Cooke always stuck with me. So when I was in prison, she sent me these same albums, bro. And like soul music, it always resonated with me. Like shit that give me chills, that's what I cling to. You get what I'm saying? So I've always had an old spirit, man. One thing about it, bro, you can never go wrong by going back and going to your roots. You know what I mean? You know, my boy T's be telling me that. Go back to your roots. And you bring it to the forefront of here now. One thing about it, the people will not turn it down. You feel what I'm saying? So that's
I got to think. It's crazy to go back to that. It's like go back to the person you were before society got to you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we start doing stuff because of peer pressure and stuff like that. I feel like society, you see somebody doing this, so now you want to start doing this. I feel like society caused you to start moving outside of the norm. If you were able to do better, we ain't on that yet, but if you were able to tell your younger self to do better, what would it be at?
I would say be the person that you was born to be. Be yourself. Don't follow the crowd. Don't try to be anybody. Don't try to do anything that'll make you feel like people will accept you. And the more, like, that's what prison did to me, bro. It taught me how to just accept myself. Like, you know how sometimes you find yourself when you alone, certain things you may like, the way you speak, the way you think, and you be like, damn, this is who I am. So the more I found more within myself, like who I am, and that's why now, like, I walk in who I am as a person. No matter what judgment come, like, I can't be nobody but this. This what God created me to be, so.
You speak on prison, we'll get to that. But I want to know, what's one thing in prison that you kind of experienced that people wouldn't expect, you know, not necessarily the worst thing. It could be a positive thing. What are you, not trying to influence y'all as to go to jail, you know what I'm saying, prison. But what's something that people wouldn't expect?
I think if people were to experience prison, like what I think they wouldn't expect is how a person could be so positive in a negative environment. And when I was in there, like I'm talking about when I first was in, and I got my time, and I seen dudes with like worse situations than mine, like life sentences, more time, or worse situations. And I just thought to myself, like, some of them dudes were really like calm, happy, or just, they wasn't just on the bullshit. And I realized this shit, it's a mind thing. We in a physical environment, but this shit is really mental. Like, you got people that can come in here and do 2 years and lose their mind. And you got dudes been in here 20-something years and still finding peace and happiness. And, like, some people can't even find that out here. So I feel like, man, that's just, because they show a lot of things in prison, but they don't actually show dudes who really trying to go get up and get their GED every day, get a diploma, who's actually taking these classes that they're assigning them to be better. They don't really show shit like that. Or people that's actually giving to people in need, or another brother uplifting another brother. So those are some things you might not hear about out here, but in prison you'll see them if you're there.
After leaving prison, you got an opportunity to do better. What made you want to go and get an associate's degree?
Shit, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. I think I was on one of them websites, put my email in, and one day I got a call. You know, you put your information in. You know, I was just getting out. I was green to a lot of stuff, so I was doing a lot of stuff on the internet, and they called me like, "Would you like to enroll in school?" And some in me just was like, "Shit, why not? I ain't doing nothing else." And once I did it, I was like, "Damn, I gotta finish this." And one thing came to another. I found myself doing the homework every other week. And next thing you know, it was coming around to where I had to take these courses to get my credit so I could graduate. And I was telling my mom and dad, man, they didn't believe the shit. Like, they thought I was lying. Like, everybody thinking I'm lying. Like, they like, bro, you ain't taking no. I was like, all right.
What did you take while you was in school?
It was healthcare management. Basically, I took a lot of different courses when it comes to healthcare management. You could do a lot of stuff. They teach you how to do CPR, things that of a nurse would do. They teach you medical coding and billing. Like, I could go get a job, man, just when it comes to medical coding and billing, I know how to bill people, how much it would cost if you would, whether you there to get surgery, anything like that. I could just be down there doing paperwork. So it really worked out for me, just in case I wanted to go a different avenue. But I like to help people anyway, so it was a field I was willing to take up.
If I'm not mistaken, I hear you say you definitely like to help people. Your social media was mentoring the youth at one point.
Yeah, mastering
the youth. Okay, and you actually not too long ago had a back to school drive where you were giving back to the youth. Was your time in prison a reason why you decided to give back, or was this something prior to going to prison that gave you that inspiration to want to give back to the youth?
Man, I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck with you. Like, not just cause we doing this interview, bro. I will tell you this off camera, on camera. Bro, when I was in prison, I had no idea in my mind that I was gonna do what I'm doing now. Like, this is from God, bro. You know what, I was sitting on my bed writing out? Literally, I kid you not. I was on my bed writing out how I would get out and start, like, the biggest gang, like, organization on how I would do crime. That's how mad I was at the system, bro. And this no lie, one day I just woke up and I just threw all that shit away. And some in me was just like, I need a mentor to the youth. I kid you not. I couldn't believe it. I was like, this gotta be God. Because this is something I never wanted to do. So when I got out and I started seeing like young boys that was on the same path that I was like, this gotta be my calling.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Because I was doing it in there. I started mentoring the young dudes in there. The roommates I would get, it was confirming like, this what I need to do. So I just stuck with that, bro.
Growing up in Atlanta, and growing up without a father, you can't choose who your friends are. So how do you go about choosing who to be around in times like this to make sure you don't transition left or right to go in the wrong place?
Basically, anyone that just giving it to me just the straight truth. You feel what I'm saying? Not sugarcoat nothing. Want the best for me. Who is excited for me the same way I'm excited for them when it comes to accomplishments. Man, you know, basically just positive people, man. People that just want something out of life. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes when people don't want things out of life, they'll try to, you know what I mean, take the things you want. So I'm just trying to be around like-minded people, bro.
And how do you go about choosing those people, knowing that people see people's success and they want to be a part of it? How do you go about choosing the right people? Because, you know, sometimes it's hard to separate from the people who we grew up with. The area that we grew up plays a part of who we are. How do you plan or tend to separate or, you know, bring those people that you just mentioned towards you for your future success?
I think the law of attraction, the power of attraction is real. And if whatever I instill in myself, I feel like that's going to create the common ground to bring those people towards me. And my environment. Like, just say if I was just like, man, I want to hang around these people, be around these people that's doing this. Mm-hmm. I would have to put myself in those environments or be doing a certain thing. Now, if I go back and just hang out in a certain place, these are the results I'm going to get. Because sometimes I find myself having friends because I'm a genuine person.
Mm-hmm.
So I be having to think like, why am I friends with this person? And then I be like, damn, I'm really friends with them because I'm their friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't think back on I can see why they want to be my friend. But then I be like, well, why would I want to be their friend? And I realize I'm really being their friend because I'm a friend. So I have to really just separate myself and be like, if they're not on what I'm on or trying to do what I'm going to do, I have to just break it off. But if I don't, man, I feel like time will separate that. As long as I stay busy, consistent doing what I need to do, they'll eventually just fall out because we're not interacting as much.
You mentioned God in the interview. I've heard you mention God in your songs. Even in several conversations we had. Where did that come from?
When I was in prison, that's when I was introduced like more to the forefront with God,
Mm-hmm.
and I got saved. But the relationship I gained with God was not just praying, bro, reading the Bible. Like literally, bro, it's from what I've seen and what I went through and the interactions I've had. Cause I remember talking to a guy the night before he died when I was in prison. He was from California. I used to call him Cali. But he told me, he said, your freedom is never worth something that you can get back. And the next morning he died. And I never forgot what he said. And by him telling me that, it made me think like a lot of stuff I've just told myself like, man, I'm finna spaz. And I'd be like, it be some shit that you can literally get back. Or it's not even that you think it's so much worth losing to cause yourself to crash out. So by him telling me that, let me know, bro, that God be speaking through people in mysterious ways. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to God.
Big shouts out. You have the track Do Better.
Right.
What made you come up with Do Better?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. Like, that is not something I just automatically thought of.
Mm-hmm.
One day I was at work, literally, I'm washing dishes, and I called my partner Trey Cash, like, bro, I got a song I need to record. And he was like, pull up. I left work on break.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, I shoot all the way to his house. He staying in Riverdale. I was working in Midtown. I shoot all the way to his house. I record the song. And when I record the song, I did not like it. I swear to God,
Why not?
I didn't like it because I felt like it wasn't. I was like, it sounded like it could be better.
Was that your energy or was it the actual production, the mix and master?
Now the production, like he did good, like you know what I mean. He did his thing, and I just felt like I could have did better with the song.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did when I left, and I was going through some shit at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, I could have probably made something better than that. And I got to work, and I kept listening to that shit,
Mm-hmm.
and I sent it to a few people, and I was like, damn, this shit kind of hard. Like, baby mama acting weird and shit. Like, I was like, this some shit I'm really going through. So when I kept hearing it, I was like, do better. I was like, damn. And the more people reacted to it, I was like, damn, it's a good song. You know, as artists, bro, we create stuff and we don't really see the potential until the people are always gonna pick and choose. That's why certain people in my life that I send music to, I take their criticism very seriously. Now, just people out there listening to music, yeah, they can say whatever, but people that's around me, I take their criticism very seriously. Not to a point to where I just be like, F the song,
Mm-hmm.
but when they gave me that feedback, man, it was like, bro, that's real deep. And the more I pushed it out there, I was like, this the one. God said this the one. So I stuck with it, and this where I'm at with it.
What's the creative process for Do Better? Was it I'm gonna go in the booth? You know, everybody nowadays they just wanna get in the booth. They don't wanna put the pen to the pad.
Bro, I ain't gonna even lie,
punch in. Was that a punch in? What's the creative process? You gotta write something down. What you gotta do to, you know?
I wrote it.
Okay.
That's the Do Better song. I wrote the hook. And literally, bro, I was riding around listening to the beat for a few days, saying the hook. And when I got there, I had like half the verse wrote. So when I got in there, I laid it down, did the verse, and then I punched in like kind of the end bars with the baby mama acting weird and shit, trying to take care of my kids and shit. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Like that some shit can naturally come from the heart when you going through the shit. So I was going through it and I was like, damn, man, I can't believe I just said that. And so it ended up turning into something great, man. I'm just thankful that I actually did it, man.
Was Do Better part of your role? I see you have daughters, and you said that your father wasn't there in the beginning and he came around. Mm-hmm. Is that part of the reason why you say do better? Because
I think do better, bro, is like applied to every aspect of life. Mm-hmm. And the more after I made the song, you know how if you buy like a box Chevy, you start seeing box Chevy. Mm-hmm. So after I made the song and I started like getting hooked to it and pushing it, it's like every time I hear somebody be like, do better, do better this. So I'd be like, that could be applied to anything. Just by waking up every day, hey man, you need to start getting up, brushing your face and washing teeth, do better, boy. You feel me? So anything we doing, like if we apply do better to it, it has no choice but to get great. So I just feel like that's why I got the prayer hands in the D, because I feel like everything that's a part of that is attached to God, bro. It didn't come from, it came from me. Mm-hmm. But God gave me the idea. I just created it and manifested it. So that's why I'm at with it.
Have you gotten the opportunity to perform Do Better anywhere?
Yeah, I performed Do Better so many times, man. Like, shit, they should probably be sick of me, but it been a lot of, see, that's, bro, it's so much deep shit with this song because I've been like at odds with people, with my fan base. Like, they love Do Better, but it's like some people, they like other songs, but I've always told myself this is the one. Mm-hmm. Even with people saying like you need to push this song, bro, I'm sticking to this, bro. Like, this is a different type of message. Like, it ain't even about the music no more. You get what I'm saying? It's about a positive change somewhere. I don't know whether it's in music or it's the community or just people as a whole, but Do Better is attached to something. And when I connect it, it's going to give power. You get what I'm saying?
You speak on relationships. How were you able to get involvement with the councilman? Building a relationship with the councilman. The average person doesn't understand the dynamics of what a councilman can do. They normally try to stick to the people that they know. But what made you build a relationship or do better with your networking skills to, have a relationship with councilman?
I've been knowing the councilman since I was 12 years old. Mm-hmm. He was a resource officer when I was in the 6th grade, Bear Creek Middle. And one day, he caught me in the hall doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing. But he kind of pulled me in the room. I ain't gonna say what happened, but he just like gave me a pep talk that a father would. And ever since then, we've been locked in, bro. And I was beefing. I was at odds with a dude at the school. And he'll tell you himself, bro. He was like, just let it go. And I was like, I don't think I can do that. Mm-hmm. And the boy was from New Orleans. And at that time, it was just kind of crazy. So one day on the route, I ran out there. Got fired on the boy. We fighting on the bus route. And the city councilman, he jumped in it, snatched me up. He was like, man, I told your ass. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I tried. But ever since then, though, bro, he been at my hip with it, bro. Like, he always stayed in touch with me until I went to prison. And, I lost contact with him. But when I came home, he was the city councilman. And he seen me at the Quick Trip, bro. And he was like, man, it's this mentoring program I go to. I want you to come down there. I didn't even know you was in prison. Mm-hmm. I want you to come down there and speak to the boys. So now, you know how you just, it's like deja vu. Now I look back on it, I see why I got the idea and why I went through what I went through. Because a negative situation was supposed to have been used for some positive. Mm-hmm. So that's how it turned out, man.
Knowing that he assisted you, would you recommend to an artist like, yo, definitely should find somebody in that realm. They know different things or gave you different info that made you maneuver a little bit differently.
Yeah, I was to any artist, bro. I would say connect with anybody that's political in your city or that has some type of outreach to the community. If you say you want to give back and be there for the community, find somebody that has a different type of reach than you. Instead of you having to go out there by yourself and stand alone, you got somebody that actually has a voice when it comes to certain things, because it's always not about what you bringing to the table. It's all about who you coming with. So that can open up doors for you as well, because we all vouch for each other, and you would vouch for somebody you feel like that's got good credentials. So yeah, I would say definitely find someone in that caliber.
Do you feel like the shift into AI is going to cause a lot of music to be, or cause you to maneuver a little bit differently in the industry? As we see as of today, there's a strike going on, and it's mainly allegedly around that AI is supposedly taking over, which AI is taking over jobs.
Right.
How do you feel like AI is going to change the industry, and do you feel like you're going to be well prepared for the shift?
I feel like I'm more than prepared right now, because I'm sticking to my originality when it comes to music. I'm sticking to my creation, because one thing about a human and a robot, you feel what I'm saying? We have a soul, and a lot of music comes from the soul. It can't be duplicated. So I just feel like when it comes to marketing, though, and strategizing, yeah, you're gonna have to tune in sometime with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because with the internet, it's like a loophole, man. You feel what I'm saying? It goes around and around and around like this. So if you not in that circle, like you just on the outside, like, but once you catch that revolving door, like you in the loop. So I would just say, use AI to your advantage. Like, don't try to battle it. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could be your biggest enemy. 100%. So I would just say, study it, learn it, and then when you study and learn it how AI works, then you would use it to your advantage.
I feel like a lot of artists are not being used to their advantage. Do you feel like being an independent artist, you're able to use yourself more to your advantage than actually signing to a label?
Yeah, definitely. When I realized the more business side of making music and being an artist, I realized that the more independent you are, the more freeness you have to do whatever you want, make whatever content you want. You have no limitations on nothing. So I think people see labels as a bank, like a go-to for money. Really, in actuality. But see, that's the thing with artists. You gotta grind, you gotta hustle, you gotta promote yourself, you gotta do merch, you gotta do content, man. You gotta just be out here active. And just like any business, the more you promote, you're gonna get a big break soon to where you 100%. Have some money coming in, to where you can promote yourself better. See, some people just want to make music, but you know what I mean. Some people see your creation as a way for them to get some money, then that's when you become the puppet. So
I feel like we were taught how to get money, taught how to save money, but not taught how to invest the money properly. As an independent artist, do you feel like it's important to invest properly, knowing you don't have a backing from a label to push forward your market and those things you spoke on?
Yeah, definitely, man. If you're an artist, bro, like, if you just regular person, man, just investment is always gonna save you. I was looking at something the other day. It told me invest and save. Them the biggest two things you could do. Because if you saving your money ain't doing that. You investing it, then it's working. But even if you got a 9-to-5, use the 9-to-5 money to invest in yourself. And I can say I have done that numerous of times with this music. It's to the point now I don't really be tripping about the cost. Like, I'll spend it if I feel like it's gonna be beneficial to me. So yeah, invest and save, man. It's gonna save you.
Y'all hear that? Y'all better invest and save, you know what I'm saying? Cause they ain't coming with that check once you say you're going independent. I want to break the ice a little bit.
Okay.
So, I got 3 artists. Got T.I., Future, I take that back. I want to name 3 artists you say you grew up listening to.
Yeah.
You said Young Thug.
Yeah.
You said Rich Kids, didn't you?
Yeah.
You said Rocco.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to ask you a question, and you tell me which artist that you choose. Who would you rather perform with?
I had to go with Rocco, bro.
Why is that?
His music, when I was growing up, was kind of like more of a hustle ambition, and that's what I did when I was young. Like, I did a lot of stuff when it came to. I know for a fact when I was a young dude, like between 13 and 16, I sold drugs, bro. Like, people that grew up with me know if before I started doing what I did to go to prison, I was always a hustler. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I had my first job when I was like 16, 17. I was working at Kroger. Like, I got on with that job with my mama. Like, I always had something going on. I never was you feel what I'm saying? Like, I just never was that dude, like, that didn't have shit, like nothing. Like, I had something if I didn't have nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, Rocco influenced that for me. You know what I mean? I wasn't the biggest dude out there, but this morning, I woke up feeling like, come on, man, how could you not want to do something and go get some money? So, you know what I mean?
So that's who you performing with, Rocco.
Yeah, I'm performing with Rocco for sure, man.
Okay. You gotta put together a song where this is from the ground up. So you talking about coming from the ground up to where you at, gets on the feature?
Who I would want on the feature?
Out of those 3.
Out of those 3 right now, shit, Thug going through something, man. Rich Kids. Out of Rich Kids though, I would say School.
I'm surprised you didn't say performing and chose the Rich Kids, knowing how they got that music. I was surprised with that one. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like, man, Rich Kids music. It was always like a party vibe to me. And when you think about music, bro, if you listen to that song Rocco and Future, let the music take you away. That's what I'm saying. So anytime I heard Rocco music, it always took me to a different place. You feel what I'm saying? About what I was going through. Like a lot of shit, bro. People that like know me since I was young, like, bro, a lot of shit I went through, I've never actually put on wax. You feel what I'm saying? Because in certain times, I just feel like it wasn't needed to be said. Like, God know He was there, bro. Like, Rocco music gave me some type of hope that the Rich Kids music kind of didn't. Not saying that it was bad. The influence was different. Like, Rich Kids just make you want to bow, bow, bow. You feel what I'm saying? But Rocco, man, come on, man. It should make you want to get some money. It make you want to go do something, bro, to get up out the situation you in. So
I'm going to switch up the artists. I got Future, T.I., and Andre 3000. I'm going to say them again. Future, T.I., Andre 3000. You going on a road trip with the fellas. Well, it's just y'all 2. Man trip. Who you feel like give you that, just be kicking it, flavor, you know what I'm saying? We going to chill out, no problems. Who you feel like vibing with?
I would say T.I.
Why is that? Is it because you got the glasses on today?
Yeah.
And you...
Expedition. Hey, look though, for real, man. T.I. is an artist. I don't know him personally, bro, but we all know if you just look at him from an aspect, you be like, you'll think he like 3-4 different people. You get what I'm saying? Just about personality wise, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's good that he can be versatile, and I feel like my life I've done that. And it's like something you can't explain to people. So it's like in certain moments I could be like this, in certain moments I could be like that. Don't mean I'm not switching roles. It's just like a chameleon. You able to adapt, and I've just been able to do that, bro, all my life, bro. Like when it comes to speaking, I might be speaking well, but then I might be on the block with my partner, they're talking another way. It don't mean that I just I always been educated. Like why can't we be both, if anything, you feel what I'm saying? But other lifestyles you only can be to a certain extent because you know the ending of it. So I say I would T.I., man, because I feel like he can give me some insight. He a family man. I can relate to him on certain levels. And
your boo, bae, wifey, she done got you tight. You going to the lab in the studio.
Yeah.
You like, I know who gonna top this song or who's on the feature now.
Ooh, shit. Damn. She done pissed me
I'm
off?
talking about pissed you off. And you ain't did nothing wrong this time. But she blaming you like you did something wrong, like they be doing sometimes. But you know, who
Man,
gets the feature?
I'm calling up Rod for that one.
Oh, you ain't none of them three.
No, I'm calling up Rod Wave for that one. I sang your ass off, boy. I need you to get on that bitch. Tell her how I'm hurt.
He definitely gonna do that.
He definitely gonna do. Tell her how I'm hurt, man.
He definitely.
So you know what I mean? Rod Wave go.
You don't think Future got that? Future be popping off.
But I ain't gonna get my bitch back. I ain't gonna get her back. If I put Future on there, I might not get her back. So
you're not getting her back.
I'm trying to keep it neutral a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? But we already know how Future can be like. Hey man, I done felt that way. But if it's Boo Bay, I'm sorry.
So you gotta go get Rod Wave.
I gotta go Rod Wave.
Be crying.
Yeah, on God, I gotta get on God. So
why you think we don't get music like that no more? Like that 90s kind of vibe where I can get this vibe and kind of get my shorty back. You get what I'm saying? But why you feel like the music isn't like that no more?
I think the music now though, bro, just rap has became like standoffish. It's like a lot of battles that's going on in real life is fell into music. So that's why you got the gender roles. You got women against men, men against women. You got a lot of stuff being looked down upon. Like it's people don't know how to distinguish the two no more. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like certain things you might do and feel like you're doing the right thing. Some people might be like, man, that's some simp shit. You like, what? We ain't doing that. So you got to know what to apply to your life and what not to apply. Because I was that one dude that certain shit I listen to, I'm applying to everything. And I've seen where that got me. So I'm not ashamed to be like, yeah, I've been that dude that been like, F every woman that, you feel what I'm saying? My mama didn't really raise me like that. But, you know what I mean? Influence. Influence, man.
Knowing that music does have a strong influence, and seeing the people who you are influenced by either getting incarcerated or, they no longer here with us, what makes you still want to do music knowing that has been majority the end result?
I like to share my story, bro. I like music as a whole, and I like the soul music. I like making stuff that's really influence somebody to overcome, change their life, be greater, do better. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I like to make music for. And a lot of music that I made, all of it ain't just been off the top of my head. Like this one I'm finna go in here and rap about. Like I've had people just, give me ideas, and then I be like, but after let's just say if I made a lot of drill rap or a lot of music about doing drugs and shit, like I wouldn't be really doing a fulfilling thing with making music that I like to do. It's gonna be a void. I'm gonna eventually have a writer's block. So that's why the most music I've got that's inspirational, it comes from, that's what I like to create. You know what I'm saying? Unless I'm doing a feature, I get on your shit and eat now. If you want a feature,
it will do that.
You know what I'm saying? I get on your shit and go crazy.
I want to ask you about that because that's actually a scary thing to do sometimes because your music sometimes don't get out. I recorded a few people and the song don't get out once I see the person who didn't actually who the feature on the song do better than the person. You say you're going to eat every single time.
Oh, God.
Why do you feel like you should do that? And number one, that's going to affect the person who feel like you did better than them. So why do that?
Man, I just feel like you supposed to give it your all no matter what, bro. And even if somebody get on the track and they feel like they gave it their all, that's cool. But even if I hear a dude verse, I'm never judging it about if it's better than mine. I'm just like, that's your style, that's your flow. That's how you rap. But if it's already If the other person is in there like competition wise, like you gonna lose.
Mm-hmm.
You just doing you. So you know what I mean? Like I just feel like we should, no matter if the music gets out or not, let's just keep doing us, bro. Because at the end of the day, once you try to water it down, then you're not gonna be being who you are. So
what's the video process like for Do Better?
oh,
Or do you
man.
even have a video for Do Better?
I do have a video for Do Better. I ain't gonna even lie, like it was a kind of a rush process. I feel like it could have been better. But really I was just trying to signify what I was trying to do as far as bringing myself, you know what I mean, closer to being a better man than I was. I started back going to church and stuff. It just it don't actually be church within itself. It was just the energy I was trying to receive in the midst of me trying to do better. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that energy that I was getting, it was making me do certain things that was making more peace in my life. So.
And what do you do now to continue getting peace in your life? Is music your go-to? Is it going out? You know what I'm saying? What's your go-to for peace?
Well, music is definitely my go-to for peace. Going out used to be like that, going out, but I found myself like going out. You got to do that shit like a lot. You know what I'm saying? To just really try to overcome it. I was drinking a lot, man, and like once I really overcame that, and I started doing music, like and staying busy, whether it's working, and started just looking at different like situations, actually different, looking at it different. Like, what if I just change the way I think? And then maybe it would get better. Instead of trying to go out my emotions. And you feel what I'm saying? Like sometimes our feelings could outweigh logic. And that's what I just feel like I've been doing better at. Letting my logic outweigh my emotion.
Knowing you have been doing that lately, what is one thing you would tell somebody influential using a song title of yours?
Instead of do better, I would say I'm gonna say one that's out right now.
One that's out. Give us one that's out. So as soon as Do Better, they done listen to Do Better, they gotta go ahead.
I would say Still Counting. And that's on my Millionaire Baby tape.
No, I want you, so you're telling them, you're going up to them and you say Still Counting.
Oh, you talking about just automatically getting
the title name.
Yeah, that's
the title name. See, you could go up to them. That's why I didn't want you to choose Do Better, because that's too easy. You would be like, Do Better, you get what I'm saying?
I do have another song called Have You Ever?
Mm-hmm.
And if you walk up to somebody and just be like, have you ever? And then they be like, have I ever what?
Mm-hmm.
And just say if I go off the head by asking them, have they ever did something positive?
Mm-hmm.
And they could be like, yes, no. Then you could be like, well, shit, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And that could probably be a challenge to them to make them want to try to go do it, or challenge them to think, why haven't I done it?
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever would definitely be.
I like that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that could challenge you in many ways. Because once you ask them, have you ever, they're going to be like, have I ever what? And you could just be like, have you ever done this?
First off, that is true, because I'm looking at weird, like, have I ever did what? But if it's something, with the energy make me speak.
Right.
And they say something, because, most of the times like that, some weird stuff, they going to call out some stuff that you done did. You can be like, I didn't know that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like on some Tommy type shit. So I definitely can go for that. If you could give somebody any advice, the viewers, before we get up out of here, what would you tell them?
I would say, man, stay consistent. Never let yesterday be who you are today, man. It's no matter how much time goes by, every day you wake up is a new start to be better than you was before. So you feel what I'm saying? That's why I love that motto so much, do better. Because no matter how much I mess up in the past, it could be the day. I know for a fact I wake up tomorrow and be like, I'm going to do better today. So never let society or people just make you feel like you less than, bro, because you made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Let's do better, man.
Yeah, I heard what he said. This is From the Ground Up with DJ Ray on Di-VerZe TV, your number one source for 24/7 non-stop entertainment. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We have Man Man in the building, you get what I'm saying? Look, tell the people where they can find you at and where they can find Do Better at.
Yeah, man, Man Man Beezy. Y'all can find me at Man_Beezy on all platforms. I'm on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, any SoundCloud, any music platform, man. My music is out now. Y'all go stream, Do Better, get some motivation for now and tomorrow, or maybe on down the line next year, man. I see y'all.
One last thing before we get up out of here, I gotta ask you because we like exclusive stuff over here.
Hey.
What's one thing you want the people to know that they can't find nowhere else? You get what I'm saying? That they only got right here.
Yeah, so right now I'm on creating a project with another artist named Pluto V. So basically, man, we've been making some real great art, man. We got a single I know is gonna be a hit coming out called Get Off My. We actually putting a whole tape together, but y'all will be getting that this year before the year is out, man. I ain't dropped the date yet, but it will be very soon.
Just like that, man, when we up out of here, this is Di-VerZe ENT.